Welcome to Guitar Slinger TV. I'm Jon Bivona, and I'm Paul Vario.
And that kid
is friggin' adorable.
I'm the real Paul Vario.
I'm the real Jon Bivona.
Thanks for joining us today on Guitar Slinger TV. One of the things that we're discussing about this season actually is chords.
Yeah.
And we have two episodes that kind of work well together. One is on chords suspensions or sus chords, and the other today. This is something I saw in one of your students' notebooks years ago, and I thought it was really cool. You just called them chord add-ons, and I was like, I thought it was so great that you were just taking a real common sense approach to teaching people how to take chords that they know and make new chords out of them.
Yep.
And I just really liked it. It was not threatening. It wasn't like total music theory down your throat kind of stuff. We always encourage our students, experiment. This is a great approach to it. And, well, show us what you were talking about with your students.
Sure. A lot of times I take a C major chord. And first I'll take the first finger out. And now that's C major 7. So C.
So let's hear it.
C major 7.
Just by lifting a finger off, which is actually like addition through subtracting. Because you're through subtraction, because you're taking your finger off the chord, but you're actually adding a fourth note to the chord.
Right.
Yeah, C major 7. It's a major chord with a seventh note of the major scale added to it. It just gives it a little more of a complex harmony.
And beautiful. I love that chord.
In that position, that open chord, it's gorgeous.
So C major 7, back to C. Now I'm also going to add, no pun intended, my pinky on the second string, 3rd fret. And that's C add 9. So let's play a little riff with it.
You want to get a little Kansas on that?
A little bit.
Do it. It does make you kind of rock back and forth in here, right? Where's my lighter? Yeah, it's really beautiful, man. You could just add a note to any chord that you play that you're comfortable with.
Right.
Whatever finger you're hanging around, see what happens, see what you can reach. In fact, sometimes you can even, you can use your thumb. I'll show you what I mean.
Are we going to hitchhike?
Not going to hitchhike. We're going to rip off Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix is one of my favorite guitar players.
Me too.
Giant hands, basketball palming hands, and he would just play bass notes with his thumb, and he'd play chords and melodies at the same time. Little Wing is a great example of this. I'll talk about that song.
One of my favorite songs.
I'll talk about it forever. It's my favorite song in the world. It's my favorite guitar song, and it's absolutely beautiful guitar playing. But this is going to be a little bit easier.
Okay.
So I'm going to take a D chord, and I'm going to take my thumb, and I'm going to reach over.
I always had a hard time with that.
It's a little awkward because the guitar kind of nestles and gets cradled in your hand, but you're going to squeeze and you're going to hit all 6 strings, and you're now playing a D chord with an F sharp bass. I'm going to give a shout out. Ashby Stokes, one of my guitar teachers and a good friend, showed me this chord when he was showing me how to play in the key of G, and I thought it was really sweet. I didn't think twice about it. I just took his word because Ashby was an honest man.
Great player.
Yeah, it was amazing. He still is. Hi, Ashby. That you could use this as the 7th chord in the key of G. What that means is it's a great way to connect a G chord to an E minor chord. Or you can turn it around, E minor, back to the G chord.
A lot of players stay away from that. The 7th chord of the key.
The 7th chord of the key. So like in the key of G, that's an F sharp diminished or like a minor 7 flat 5 if you like the jazzier sounds. And a lot of people don't know how to play those chords. They're kind of tense harmonies, and people get nervous when they hear them. They don't understand that they're really there to kind of resolve the G chord to the E minor chord. A lot of times, guitar players or songwriters, they don't even use an F sharp chord in the key. They either will avoid it, or they'll play an F chord, which kind of makes it a Mixolydian thing.
Yeah, whole nother episode.
Yeah, but this is a real fun, easy way. And if you've never used your thumb to play a chord before, it's kind of fun. It's kind of neat. And it just, once again, takes that whole concept of just adding on. You take a chord you got some fingers hanging around doing nothing, see what you can make happen with them.
Just throw it somewhere and see how it sounds.
Yeah, so chord add-ons and chord suspensions, they really work hand in hand.
Sure.
And I think these 2 episodes are going to work well together.
Yes, put them together. Just take some chords, and do anything you want with them.
Absolutely. Nicely done.
You too?
I think you just said it all right there. I'm Paul Vario.
I'm Jon Bivona.
Thanks very much for joining us today on Guitar Slinger TV. And if you have any questions or comments for us, please hit the comment section on our videos. We're here to help. So any questions you have, throw them our way. We'll get you some answers. And we're always looking for ideas for future lessons and for future episodes. So the comment section is really important to us. You can check us out at patreon.com, or you could subscribe to us. That would be awesome. And I had a really fun time today,
So
Jon.
did I, man.
Nice work, buddy.
You too. Ow. Guitar Slinger TV.
Join us.